In today's video we will be flying from Glasgow Airport in Scotland down to Manchester in the Global Airlines Airbus A380-800 by fly-by-wire. Well, here we are everyone, back in the flight sim with the Airbus A380-800 by Global Airlines, operated by is it Highfly? I think it's Highfly. We're in Glasgow, not very nice airport, sorry, not very nice weather around here. I'm sure Glasgow is a lovely airport. We haven't flown the A380 on the channel for quite a while, and I have been craving an A380 flight. So I just thought to myself, what could be interesting? At first, I thought about going to China and doing the... what airline operates A380 in China again? I can't remember what it specifically was, but... oh god, what one was it? China Southern, is it, that operates the A380? Anyway, but I thought, do you know what? I just realised I've been watching a few videos on the Global Airlines from into New York, and I thought this is going to be a nice video to do instead. So we're going to be flying this aircraft here. This is an amazing livery that I found on flightsim.to, which has all the speed tape on the front of it, because as you know there is a bunch of speed tape on this A380 because it's a bit of an old one. But yeah, there we are. We're going to fly down to Manchester. I'm still wondering whether or not to do like a little 3-sector-ish hop thing. So take it to Manchester, then take it to take it back up to Glasgow, and then go to New York and back. That might be my plan actually. We might do that. So here we are in sim brief, kind of the tablet. We are today Global 103 Papa from Glasgow to Manchester in the Airbus A380-800. It's going to be an airtime of only 39 minutes, cruising at flight level 20,000 feet with a cost index of 41. Departing runway 23 on the Norb 1 Hotel and arriving at Manchester on runway 23 right on the Lake 1 Mike. That's everything on our flight plans. Let's get straight back into the simulator and get the flight loaded. Anyway, enough waffling. Let's get into the flight deck and get the A380 switched on. Nice, so here we are in the A380 flight deck. Going to head to the overhead panel and we're going to get our batteries switched on. Go. And then we need to head to our EFB and get our ground service connected. So ground power unit 2, external 3, external 4, IRSs onto nav, cruise supply. Then we want the nav light on, seatbelts on, all of that bips and bobs to auto. Coming down here, and we have this on Unicom. That looks good. God, I haven't played this in so long, trying to figure out my little flow of what I need. Okay, we're going to come down here to our OIS, and we're going to... can we import it? Synchro, what's that? Okay, so I've imported the sim brief onto the sim brief flight plan onto the EFB here. With GSX, if I request refueling, I just want to see
is on its way.
if it does it on here by itself, as in if it links it up.
Until the fuel truck arrives.
Guess we'll find out. While it does that, let's go down to our FMC and we'll get things loaded in here. So init page, we'll do a company flight plan request. Hopefully it brings it up. Yep. Received and insert. That's the one we want. IRSs, they're going to align anyway. Departure. Today we're departing from runway 23. And the departure SID is the Norb 1 Hotel. And we're going to insert that. There we are. And we're going to do the arrival straight away because it's such a short flight in an A380. So Manchester runway 23 right. Approach is the ILS 23 right. And we're going via none on the star Lake 1 Mike. Lake 1 Mike. There is a transition, but I don't think it's going to let us do it. So we'll insert that. So then our whole entire flight plan is loaded itself.
Fuel truck is in position.
So maybe it's going to start, hopefully...
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Okay, sure. So flight plan's all done. So next would be the fuel and load page. I can't do anything until we actually have fuel on here loaded. think we're probably taking less than that actually. On the FMS2, we'll do this stage. 2000 is good. Okay, so GSX didn't link up with it. It's not quite sure how you get that to link, but anyway, we're going to get all of this information. Oh, GSX payload sync enabled. Okay, so maybe it would do it if I request boarding. It might have actually done it itself, but I don't want to sit here for ages for it just not to do it. So we're going to input all of these weights. There we go, so that's all done. The blue button, there we go, that can stay like that. 79. How many passengers we got? 471. Ooh, that is a lot. I think we should reduce that down actually. Oh? What happened there? Oh god. Quickly GPU, come back. No idea what went on there. That's odd. Anyway, payload. Oh, what is it doing? Is it GSX doing that? Where's the restart? Right, GSX can go away. Services, ground power. Let's just, there you go, boarding is complete, everything there is done. We just have to press that button there, which is I thought, yeah, anyway. Let's not go on about it. So let's start doing all of our weights and fuels now. We're not going to do GSX because they seem to be messing up, they keep sending us into the ground, which is really peculiar. We'll do all of our zero fuel weights and bits and bobs like that. Zero fuel weight is 30.9. And then the block fuel, we are taking 21.3. There we go. And then the zero fuel weight centre of gravity, 35.86. Which is in there. Taxi and reserves and the finals, that is all fine. I'm okay with that. Brilliant. And then next is going to be our departure perf. Do we get a departure perf on this one? Is there a takeoff? Right, so we've used SimBrief for our weight here, so for our performance page. So V1 is going to be 141. Rotate speed is going to be 150. And our V2 speed is going to be 154. We're going to be doing a flaps. Oh, actually, we have a flex setting of 31. Flaps. Where's our flap setting 2? There we go. So flaps 2. Pax anti-ice is going to be on. We've got a flex of 31 degrees. Cool. And the trim. Right, 36.2 is the trim. Says it down here. Cool. So all of that is done. We're going to go to the overhead panel. Switch on our fuel pumps. Like so. So much to click around. Master switch on. And then we're also going to start up the APU. Wait for that to start. Then we'll be able to do our pushback and departure. Before we do that, we're going to look at our MCP and have a quick look at what we need to... the weather, sorry. So 1003 is QNH. Does that do it on both sides? Yeah. Cruising altitude, 20,000 feet. So we're going to set that straight away. We do have a little zoom here, which is nice. Zoom into that. We're going to do CSTR on this side. Do we have a taxi cam? Nah, unfortunately not. Did I set a departure out of here? Is it literally 2-3 then literally direct out of here, isn't it? Oh, that's alright. And tiny little left turn. Wait, do we? Oh yeah, we do. Okay, fair enough. It's all done. Right, you need to get the doors shut because there's doors that are open. So, ground services. Door forward can go. We'll leave the GPU on for the time being. Oh no, APU has started. So APU can come on. External power all off. Ground power unit can go. Bye-bye. And GSX, we are going to get them to do our pushback and departure because we've got the APU started now, so it should work fine. Prepare for push, which I think it just done. And we're going to pop on our beacon light and hope everything goes well. There we go. Fingers crossed.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I'm not sure if we should just do a straight pushback on this one, because there's not a lot of area to push back with. Right, parking brakes released. We're just going to do a straight pushback for this one.
All engines are clear. Start at will.
Going to switch it to ignition switch. Ignition start. And we're going to start engine 1 and engine 2. God, look at that wobble. Look how wobbly that wing is. Got to keep an eye on when to stop the push, because I don't want to go straight into that lovely TUI behind us. He's slowing down. Yeah, let's stop it there. Okay, starting engine 3 and 4, because they're both available.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brakes set.
Unlocking the nose gear.
So cool how it does the trim on its own. Love that. Beastie aircraft. All 4 started well, so engine switch back to norm. We're going to get our taxi lights on. And do we have any runway turn off lights? Yes, runway turn off and camera on. There we go. Going to set flaps 2. I think we should go to the wing for this. Oh, lovely. Right, back into the flight deck. And then we need to set everything else. So, auto brake, takeoff, like so. Ground spoilers on arm. Do a quick flight control check. Full left, full right, full up, full down, full rudder left, full rudder right. Parking brakes released. And we're going to add some thrust. And on the right on the rudder. Lovely stuff. And we're going to be taxiing to runway 23, which is on the other end of the airport, obviously. There we go. Right, so we're nearly at the runway. Let's switch this back to our normal camera view. There we go. And we're going to switch on our landing lights, strobe lights on, takeoff lights, and that's about it. I'm really hoping we make it off the runway that I've done those weight configurations correctly. Wouldn't be surprised if I didn't. But... Right, let's slow down. want to be using as much length as we possibly can. Slow it down a bit more. I don't know, actually might have done a wrong angle on that one. Might be okay. Bit of thrust. Okay, right, let's hold it here. We're not exactly straight, but it's okay. We'll go 50%. Get the engines warm. Barely hear it. Brakes released. Manflex SRS runway auto thrust blue. Ooh, it's a bit sensitive. Start the clock. 100 knots. Oh, actually, yeah, we're fine. Don't worry. V1.
V1.
Rotate. Positive climb, gear up. And we're going to switch that to TARA. Goodbye, Glasgow. Ouch. Autopilot 1. And then thrust climb. There we go. Ground spoilers disarmed. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Very good. Do an open climb so we get there straight away. Landing lights off. Such a beast of an aircraft, isn't it? Huge. Right, that's fine. Don't need that anymore. Don't have that implemented. Right, standard on both sides. Although how it runs. So I'm going to leave it there. Enjoy the rest of the flight. It won't be too long until we arrive into Manchester. And we don't need to plan for the arrival because that's already done. But we'll do the break to vacate and the perf page and all that. But yeah, see you in a bit. Bye bye. Right, well, we've been cruising for roughly a minute and we're going to start planning for the brake to vacate into Manchester because we're not too far away. So we'll go to the plan mode, go to the zoom mode, and then hopefully, is that Glasgow? That looks like Glasgow. We'll go to the airport selection, and we'll go to Manchester, display the airport, zoom in a bit more now, here we go. We're landing 2-3 right, so brake to vacate. Ideally, I think we can probably get off there, to be honest. So select the runway on the 380, because I don't do that on the A350. And then you select your exit. There we go. Right, so that's in the green, so that should be okay for us to vacate there. That's where I ideally want it. Then we'll take a right turn and probably go to remote stand up here, to be honest. That's where I'm planning on going. Cool, so that's all done. So we'll select brake to vacate, that's obviously takeoff. And now BTV is in the blue. Perfect. Go back to the arc then, and we'll increase our zoom. That's where we need to be. Not too long now until top of descent, funny enough. And we can start doing our perf page for arrival. So perf, approach, and we'll fill in all of our details here. If we go to this part. So the QNH 1008 in Manchester. Click it. 1008. Outside air temperature is a lovely 18 degrees. 18, and then the winds are currently 230 at 11 knots. 230 and 11 knots. And then we're going to do a full landing, and then our minimums for this approach. We're doing this one, so 449. There we go, 449 feet on the minimums. And that's everything done. So I'll catch you all closer to Manchester. Enjoy the rest of the flight. Bye bye. Welcome back to the flight deck, everybody. Landing lights can come on, we're just past 10,000 feet. Everything else is on, seatbelt signs on, etc, etc. Not too far away, 24 miles roughly until we reach Manchester itself. Bring in that zoom range a little bit. Going to take a left turn, then it's just a straight final approach. Right hand turn into runway 23 right. Should be able to arm the spoilers now, hopefully. I might set flaps 1 just to help us keep this speed down a little bit. So we'll set flaps 1. There we go. We're flying through the clouds. I think we're a bit high on the profile, but it's slowly coming in. There we go. So 7,000 feet is where we're at. Stay here, and there should be 3,500 for the next one. Once we level off at 7,000 feet. Right, let's set our QNH then. QNH is 1008 on both sides, and the speed is a bit too quick for my liking, so we're going to reduce speed to about 205. Hopefully it comes down without an issue. Where we don't need the spoilers. The second we make this right turn, we're going to be lining up pretty much instantly, so. It's not lovely weather though, is it? It's quite grim. Right, once we do land, obviously we're vacating and run on Bravo Delta. attempt to anyway. We're going to taxi on Alpha. Then we're going to go to a remote, whatever remote it says will fit us. Probably 46, but oh no, 68 by the looks of it. Might be okay. Even 64. So let's see if we can get into 64 once we land. Speed check flaps 2. Not sure we stopped our descent. Gonna arm approach mode and both autopilots. Do a dual one. Now we're gonna nosedive to the ground. Love that. Damn. That is steep. It's a bit scary. VNAV is a bit odd in this aircraft, isn't it? Anyway, we're at 3,000 feet. That's the main thing there. I think it's meant to be 3,000, right?
2,500.
3,500 is meant to be. So yeah, we'll hold off here then until we capture the localizer. Manchester's just in the distance over there to the right. Okay, it lines up with the runway in front of us, as you can see. We're reducing our speed now to 160 knots. See if we can arm the approach phase, if there is one. It's not done it already. Activate approach and confirm. Clear all that. Happy to keep it at 160 knots for a little bit. Drop the gear ever so soon. Got a nice headwind. Okay, capture the glide slope. So I'm happy to go gear down. That's 3.
2,500.
Final landing speed. Very good. Cool, I'm not flying this plane so long that I'm kind of a bit worried to take manual control, but let's do it now. No, we can't, can we? How do you disconnect the autopilot in this thing? Does it really just have to do that? Damn. It's really, really responsive. Like, really sensitive. It's quite easy for me on this aircraft to like get off track from my previous flying experience with it.
1,000.
quite stable so far. And there was a lovely little bump in the runway as well, isn't there? Got to try and remind myself of that.
$400. $100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20.
Okay,
Retard.
eyes all the thrust.
10, 5.
Touchdown. And reverses. There we go. Reverses stowed.
Auto brake off.
Auto brake off. And it's disarmed. And then we're going to vacate here. To the right. -267 was that landing rate. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Taxi lights on. Taxi cam on. Start the APU. And stop the clock. 36 minutes altogether. Let's see if we can find ourselves... Oh, there's only one gate suitable. Gate 12. Let's do gate 12 then. Request follow me, no. Let's do... I don't know. Menzies. Right, where's gate 12 then? Ah, found it. That's not very long. It's quite alright. Flaps up, spoilers in. Gate 12 is right here, right in front of us. So what one does it want us on? This is 12, probably right here. Ah yeah, there's our little person. Far too close to this if you ask me. Oh, way too far. Oops. Parking brake set. Went a bit too far there. Oopsie daisy. Right, zoom out. What's this in front of me? What is that? Oh, it's... Oops. It's part of the ground. Oopsie daisy. Anyway. Beacon light off. And we'll go to GSX and request deboarding. Do you know what, actually? Let's get them to reposition us here. Just so we're correct. There we go. GSX request deboarding. Menzies. There we go. Well, everyone, there we have it. Welcome to Manchester. Forgot where I was then. We've got our nose half. Well, oh, actually, that's really good. Look at that. That's quite a good parking there. Yeah, we've arrived in Manchester, everyone. I'm thinking about taking Takeoff back to Glasgow and then taking it to New York. So not today, well I'll do this today, not today, but in some video I think I'm going to be doing that one. It sounds fun. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I will catch you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. See you shortly. Bye bye.